Paulie O'Connor, your captain's back available, but probably not easy to just slot him back in, is it, with the form of your defence?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult decision for me. Paulie's a great leader. He's done well when he's been out there. He's obviously been out for a while because of his sending off. But I've been really impressed with all the defenders. You know, Sean, Jacko, Alex Mitchell's done well since he's come in, and TJ's done well, and Paulie's done well. So it's a really nice problem to have with 5 of our centre halves now all chomping at the bit, if you like, to get in. So yeah, let's see how we go on that decision.
And I guess it makes it even more difficult when you do go to back 4, because all of a sudden you've got 2 centre halves rather than your 3 to try and rotate.
Yeah, and I think that's like, you've probably seen I'll make that decision game by game. And what's the best system for us to play within the games, and how we can affect the opposition, and how we can nullify those strengths, really. So I think I'm quite fluid in that, and I think the lads are really starting to get that, which is great. But yeah, it's like I said before, the competition for places is the best I've seen it since I've been in, for sure, with Ben House now back in the frame, and other players, and adding to the group, and Joe Taylor and Freddie in the building. It's a really good competitive squad. It's just gelling them together as we go now. It feels like we're doing that now, which is good.
On Ben House, is he good to go for the weekend?
He'll be available for selection. I think that's like you say, a decision really whether we want to do that this weekend or next weekend. But even if he is, he's not going to be available for full minutes. And with the extent of his injury, we don't want to risk too much too soon. So that one's more of a slow burner, if you like. But he's available for some minutes.
And when it comes to a player like him, a lot of expectation on his shoulders going into this season, let alone what happened. Do you have to almost dampen them ever so slightly because of what he's done, that he won't be straight away at the Ben House we saw last season? Yeah,
I think with Ben, he's a really level character, really level-headed character. Sorry, he's really calm, really level. He's a great pro, so I don't think he's unaware that he's going to have to get up to match speed, and it's all right training, and he's done really well with the physios to be in the gym and get back, and he's worked really hard behind the scenes. He's diligent, he's professional. So I think with those types of characters, they know it might take him a bit of time, but I think also because of that character, he'll get up to speed really quickly as well. And we've seen him in this last week in training with the group. We've seen his quality he's bringing as well.
And do you think he can fit into your front line as a front 2? Do you think he suits playing in a front 2? Because Lincoln probably haven't seen him in that position.
Yeah, I think he can play as a 2, he can play as a 1, and if we play as a 1, we'll play as a 2. Like I said, I think the great thing now is we've got options on that front line, whether it's an attacker that comes to link, or whether it's an attacker that tries to stretch, whether it's Freddie, who we know is doing well for us, is holding it up, whether we've got Joe with pace. So I think the good thing is now we've got options, and having good quality options all over the pitch, which is a good time and exciting time.
Ted Bishop did come off though. How's he?
Yeah, we're not 100% sure about Ted yet. So he came off with a bit of a back injury, but we'll see how he gets on. He's back into bits, but we've got a bit of waiting time on that one.
Burton this weekend, new manager, obviously Martin Patterson. Is he someone you've come across?
No, but he's worked with other people that have worked together, so we know of him. I have not come across mine. I'm sure he's a good coach. I know that he's got them going for sure. They look energetic, they look lively. I think the results recently show that, and his performances definitely show that. So we're under no illusions here. We've had some good performances that have been draws but not wins, but Burton's going to be as tough a game as the other 2. Going away there, it's not going to be the best of pitches. It's tight. Our last 4 results against them haven't been good, so we know how tough this is going to be this weekend. But we're looking to make sure we can hopefully cause some damage to them and nullify their strengths, really.
You said 2 really good performances last couple of weeks, but the gap between yourselves and the bottom 4 is shortened and isn't as wide as it was. Is that a concern at the moment, or do you not look at that, or is it just about getting to a certain mark when it comes to points?
No, I think for us we're looking upwards and forwards, really. Like I said, over the Christmas period, and you go to Blackpool, you've got 11 players out. The group's different in a way. So I think everyone's looking forward now and looking to what we can do and how we can pick points up. And we're confident if we play well and we do our jobs and we're hard to beat, we can go and pick points up.
Especially when we were just looking at the month on the board there, you're coming up against teams that are struggling. I guess you feel this is a real month to showcase what Lincoln can do.
Yeah.
Up against teams you would be competing against.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we feel like again we've got to be professional. We've got to be good. I don't think we can look at it. We've played Derby and Peterborough and disrespect other teams for sure, because you get hurt in this league, and I think you're seeing it. Each teams are beating other teams, and lower teams are beating top teams. So, you know, we've got to be really on it and really professional and really high performance levels to go and beat Burton for sure. But, you know, we think we can, like some of the lads are saying, on our day, we can perform and we can create chances. And now it's just about turning those draws into wins, really.
Thank you.
Michael, Rico was another one that went down very late on Saturday. You say it was just fatigue. Is there anything more to that, or is it just fatigue?
No, just fatigue with Rico. You know, he's come back in, he's started with minutes, and then it was a high intense game, a lot of work for him without the ball, which I thought he was great. So that's just a fatigue one. He's back and fine, yeah.
It's been quite a busy schedule since you've come in. Is it nice, you know, to have that sort of Saturday, Tuesday period sort of die off a little bit, only a couple of times this month?
Yeah, brilliant. It's been brilliant. I think when I first came in, it was Saturday, Tuesday. Then we hit the Christmas period, which was just normal English football in Christmas. So, and we've come out of that, and it feels like now we've been able to get some work done. We've added obviously Chris to the staff team. So I feel like as a club we're in a real good place at the moment.
Yeah, you say there's a lot going on there. Is now sort of the next few weeks, over the next couple of months, just sort of settling down and getting into a rhythm of games and picking up points?
Yeah, and making sure that we perform well. I think if we keep performing well, we'll pick up points. And I think that's the message we're going to take to Saturday. Let's go out and perform, knowing it's going to be a tough game, know they're going to be hard to beat, and it's going to be one of those maybe scrappier games, and Peterborough is really good with the ball. But that's no disrespect to Burton, but it's just going to look a bit different. But they're really good at what they do, and their energy and their desire is strong, so we have to match that for sure.
Yeah, and you mentioned there just sort of the different types of games you have in this league. How important is it being able to adapt from one game to another so quickly?
I think that's the benefit of not having a Saturday, Tuesday. I think you can have a bit more time on the grass in order to adapt. When it's Saturday, Tuesday, you get match prep and that's only, whereas we can plan for the game and have an extra day if you like. So yeah, every game's different, which is amazing in this league. And every team or club has a different style. We have to adapt to that style for sure.